Hey everyone, it's Linda from Linda's Paper Garden. I hope you're having a good day. This is my third Easter card in my series, from my Easter series, and I wanted to show you what we've made, and I think it's really pretty. We've done a really pretty simple Easter cross, and we've used the purples, yellows, browns, and Mocha color for our card. And it's, let me zoom in so you can see it just a little bit more. There we go. This is what we're going to make. Our card is 5 by 7, and I'm going to walk you through the whole entire process this evening. So let's get started. What you will need for this card, let me bring it in. You will need one sheet, let's pull out just a tad, one sheet of 8.5 by 11. This will be our card base. You will need one sheet which is 4.5 by 6.5, and I have used the wood embossing folder on this, and now let me raise it up so you can see. I don't know if you can see the wood grain, but it's a wood grain embossing on this, so I've used that. I have used a oval shape which was 4 7/8 by 4, and it has a decorative edge around it. I use my cross and robe die cut. We'll put that together. I went back and picked up my daisies that we used before, and my little daisies, I'm going to call them daisies, I think that's what I used in my last tutorial, and some greenery. So that's what we'll need to make this card. So I'm going to lay things out around, and then we're going to get started. And like I said, I'm going to do this process this evening from start to finish. Okay, so let's lay everything out to the sides. Let's bring in our trimmer. And we're going to need 10 by 7 is what we're going to need this to be. So we'll start here and go to their 7. Okay. Cut that down. Come over and come to our 10 mark here, 10 inches. Okay. Alrighty. That's the only large cut that we have to do. Bring in our scoring board, and we're going to score this at 5. Score it at 5. Bring this down so you can see. Score at 5. Okay, that's the only scoring that we need to do. Put that back, and we will fold our card, and then we will varnish it really good. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we are going to go ahead and we're going to put on our brown that we embossed with our wood grain embossing folder. And remember guys, I told you that when we're putting on anything that's been embossed, we need to put an extra amount of glue, because we need to make sure that it gets down really, really good. Okay, And we will not wallpaper this because it is embossed, but I will go over it with my hands and flatten it down. But if we would wallpaper, we would pull out our grain, and we don't want to do that. So let's just go over it with our hands. Okay. Now, before we place our oval, let's put our cross on our oval. So in order to do that, we need to come in and put our cross together. Okay, so let's do that right now. Let's put our cross together. Okay, and then we'll bring in our little piece. Alrighty, there we go. Now I'm going to bring in some dimensionals because I want to raise my cross on my oval. But before we do that, let's go ahead and put together our robe. And there's two pieces. Now I have chosen purple and a darker purple. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're simply going to treat this as though it was lettering. And for those who's been watching my tutorials, you know that when I say lettering, it means it is delicate. And so we're just going to barely put glue on our outline of our robe. And then we're going to bring it around and lay it flat down on our robe. Now guys, I am using, as I have said in most of all my tutorials, I'm using art glitter glue. And the reason I love art glitter glue is because, one, it dries really quickly and it dries clear. Okay. Alrighty, now let's bring our cross in, and we're going to lay it right at the top, just like that. Okay. Just like that, guys. Well, I moved it. Didn't mean to. Alrighty. Now let's turn that over. I don't like the way that looks. Hold on. Okay. Now let's turn it over and let's put our dimensionals on our cross because we want it to stand up. I thought this was a pretty card, very fitting for Easter. Put one more there, and maybe one more right there. Okay, now that's what we're going to do to the cross. But I want to bring in the card, and I also want to raise up my oval. but I'm going to bring in my running foam for this. Okay, and I'm going to start over here. And just go across, running foam all the way across. You can buy this in sheets, and I had sheets and run out, and I've not got an order in yet, so I'm using my strips. Okay, now let's press that down really good, and then we are going to just take off the backing. Just take off the backing. Easter comes early this year. I believe it's the first Sunday in April. Alrighty. Move our scissors, bring our base back in, and then we are going to bring this and put it right like that and press down. Okay, now let's go ahead and remove all of the backing. So let me get my little tool right here. And then that will raise our cross as well. Alrighty. Takes a minute, guys, when we got so many little ones. But we'll get it done. Alrighty. Now our last one. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's center this. Now on my oval, I have a center point, a peak, right here at each end. And I'm going to put my cross, center it in between the two peaks, just like that. Just like that, guys. So there we go. That's got that clean up so we don't have a mess. Okay, so we've done our base, we've done our brown embossing background, we've done our oval, and we've done our cross. Now let's go ahead and let's place our flowers. Okay, so we're going to start with the purple ones, and I'm going to put those on dimensionals. But before I do that, I'm going to bring in my little pad here, and I'm just going to barely, and I'll bring in my yellow ones as well, and I'm going to go ahead and give them a little push. We done this on our last Easter card, and I thought these were so pretty. I thought, why don't we use those again? So that's what we're going to do. So let's go ahead and just pop them up. Now, but we're going to do something different with the yellow ones this time. We're actually going to put a couple together. I think we're going to put some together, and that way we'll make a flower out of the petals. And let's do the purple ones. Let's raise them a little bit. Give them a good push. Alrighty. We'll just take and scoot those off and bring them back into where we have them inside. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and start with our purple ones. And as you know by now, I like to place things before I glue them down, just to give me an idea of what it's going to look like. So I think I like my purple ones right there. And then I'm going to bring in, let me show you what I'm going to do to these. I'm going to put a little dab of glue in the center. In the center. And then I'm simply going to pick one up and I'm going to place it in the center. And that way we have a flower, guys. Can you see that? Let me bring it in so you can see that. See what I done? I put two together. Now, something that I'm going to do to each one of these is I'm going to color in with my black acid-free pen. And that'll give us a button. Okay? So let's do another one. Glue our center. Bring in a flower, rotating it. Okay. Okay, I'll set that one aside and we'll do a couple more. Put your glue down. I'll go ahead and put glue on this one. Pick up a couple. Rotate it around to where the petals aren't on top of each other and simply glue it down. Pick up another one and simply glue down. Okay. I think I'll do 3 more like that. Put some glue down. Put some glue down. Put your center, put glue in your center. And we'll put 3 more together. Okay. There's another one. Another one. And the last one. So if you're counting, I made 7. Alrighty, you can make as many as you want in any color that you want. I just thought the yellow was pretty with the purple. Color in. Okay. Let's go ahead and color these in. We'll leave these as singles. Okay, now there's that. Okay, let's zoom out just a little bit so you can see what I'm doing now. Alrighty, so what we're going to do is we're going to put our purple on first, and I'm going to put some dimensionals on these to get them to stand up just a little bit. Okay. Maybe, oops. I'm not going to stand up if I don't take the backing off. Put one right there. One about right there. We'll put two together there. And then maybe one on the other side of the cross. Just like that. Okay, now let's come in and I'll tell you what let's do. Let's go ahead and I'm going to put some centers. And I'm going to use some stones to do that. Okay. Just to make our card pop a little bit. Well, we might, Linda. These are so tiny. Okay. Well, it's stuck to the finger. Go ahead and get this one off. Put it on. Well, I'm having a time, guys. And sometimes we do. That just goes to show you that everything don't always run smooth. Now let's turn this one over. There we go. That'll bring a little bit of bling to our card and make our purple stand out. Now let's go ahead and let's put in our yellow. Okay, so we will go ahead, put some glue on the bottom. Okay. Glue the bottom. Glue. Okay. I'm actually looking at the card that I had showed you to repeat the pattern. And one more of the ones that we put together right here. Okay, now let's go ahead and let's put one at the foot of the cross and one right above that one. Just like that. Okay, and then I think this one we will put maybe right here. Okay, now that's got our flowers, guys. So the next step is to put our greenery, and I'm going to cut this greenery apart because I really like this greenery. and I think it's really pretty, and I think it will look really pretty on the card. And we're just going to cut it up. And as I've said before, don't be afraid to cut. Don't be afraid to cut your greenery, cut your flowers. Okay, about like that. Let's cut us another piece and put right here. Okay, we'll get us another piece. I think I'll cut that one down like that and then cut it right like that. And we will bring that right through here. Okay. Going to cut another piece and put on the bottom. Right through there. I hope everybody's had a really good day today. It was a pretty day. A lot prettier than what we've been having. Getting ready for those March winds, I'm sure. Alrighty. And let's see, let's cut it right there. And let's put a piece of greenery right up here. Off like that. And maybe you don't like purple and yellow. Maybe you want to do yours in a different color, and that's perfectly fine. I just thought the purple was pretty for the season. I think this is probably my favorite Easter card this year that I've made. Let's see, let's put that right here. Okay, there we go, guys. I think that we're done. So this is our Easter card. This is number 3. I was going to do 3 for the series, and so this is number 3. So I hope that you like it. I enjoyed putting this together. I thought it was pretty. I thought the colors turned out pretty. So let's look at it now. Let's see if we can get a better close-up than that. Okay, maybe like that. But I thought it was very pretty, guys. I hope that you enjoyed it. Like I said, you can make this your own. You can make this card your very own. Whatever colors you want to use. I just chose the purple and the yellow. If you like this card, leave me a comment. I do answer my comments. I do enjoy my comments. It makes me know that you're watching and that you're enjoying this. Please like and share and subscribe. If you've not subscribed and you've come by my channel and you like this card, subscribe. I've got all kinds of things coming up in the future that we're going to do together. And I really thoroughly enjoy showing what we can do with paper. So like, subscribe, share, and as always, from my paper garden my little crafting corner to your crafting corner. Happy crafting.